This is the trade we took today. So we took SPX shorts on one of our meta trading days. So we just had news in the morning. Just retail, core retail, and whatever this is. I don't even know what that is. I'm not gonna lie to you. But my computer's lagging. I don't know why. Okay. We were looking at. I'll just go through the TA for gold really quickly, just because I don't know. I don't feel like doing it. So basically, we were just chopping around. Overall structure was bullish. So again, daily still pretty bullish. And then we also had this daily pivot point here. So bearish candle to bullish candle, that's a pivot point. So daily pivot point here. And we also had a 4-hour liquidity or higher time frame liquidity right here. This would be internal liquidity. So internal liquidity plus daily pivot point. So we came into this area, outside of it. And that's why I was basically bullish, and I was just looking for this to get swept, this area to get swept, which it did. But I didn't take it just because I took a SPX Trade. But this would have definitely been a good setup, targeting 4-hour for value gap, and then of course, what's it called? Liquidity up here. But that's not what we took. We took our SPX Trade, so I'll just go over this really quickly. So overall structure is still bearish. So weekly, as you can tell, just bearish. Trying to come into this for value gap, maybe sweep out liquidity. Daily, it's pretty bearish as well. Broke structure, but we haven't breaking structure back up. And then 4-hour, we had 2 4-hour for value gaps here. So we had this one that got broken, and then we also had this one up here. We also had this 4-hour point of control. So big range indicator here. 4-hour point of control right there, but that didn't get hit. Lower time frame, we had actually we didn't have anything. So those were the 2 fair value gaps we had. Then we also had lower time frame, we had like 15-minute fair value gap just in here, and then like this big one right here that you can't really see, but this big 15-minute fair value gap we came into again. So it was basically giving me confirmation, and we also were wicking out of equilibrium. So we had boom, equilibrium hit right there, almost coming into this OTE. But I was basically looking for a 5-minute break of structure. So we had this low created here, boom, low created. I was basically looking for a 5-minute break. We didn't actually get that 5-minute break. We took it out of this right here. So we had this low created, and I wasn't really gonna wait for 5 minutes just because it was gonna take too long. So we had break. What is this? Oh, we also had this 1-minute breaker too. I forgot about this 1-minute breaker here. So take out my brush really quick. So low, high, break of the low, and then break of the high, and then another break of the low. Kind of, not really. That's why I didn't really use it as like full confluence, because they didn't really break it technically. It kind of did. So it was like kind of what's it called? A not full breaker, because they didn't break it. When it broke right here, then it would have been the breaker. But yeah. And then we also had this lower time frame, or low, just 1 minute for value gap here that we came into. So we had this big dump, broke 1-minute structure, and that was enough confluence for me. Then we had a tap into here, and I entered off of this reaction. So we had these reactions, but it wasn't like enough. It wasn't like a real bearish candle. So I entered off of this closure of the bearish candle right here. That was basically my target was 15-minute liquidity down here. What happened to this? 15-minute liquidity down here. So this was my TP1, which was a good RR. It was a 2 to 8. And then my second was at equilibrium. here. Boom. Equilibrium. And then my last TP was at this kind of like order block. I didn't place it like too low. I didn't place it fully at liquidity because that was like super aggressive for me. I placed it right here because this would have been insane, a 7 RR. It's a little bit greedy in my opinion. So I kind of just placed it above this order block. So liquidity sweep, then expansion move up, sort of order block there. So then that was it. It was a 5 RR, really good trade. This trade wasn't like too wasn't too like technical. It was just like kind of like an instinct play, I guess you could kind of say. Like I just kind of knew we were gonna go lower because it happened so many times. Like price just comes up, kind of hits equilibrium, maybe comes into this discount area, and then just comes down. Like it's happened like multiple times now. So that's why I was just like following the trend. There was like really no bigger time frame. Like it didn't hit this 4 hour value gap, but you just kind of know. Like boom, hit discount, and then we just came back lower. We traded in this range and came back lower. Same you could say here too. So high. No equilibriums here. We came into discount, maybe a little bit of targeting this for value gap, 1 hour for value gap, and then we just went lower. Like it's happened multiple times. So tomorrow, you know, if everything goes the same, we'll probably just like chop around here for a little bit and then go up, maybe hit this for value gap, and then we just push lower. Like you just gotta follow trends sometimes. Like a couple weeks ago when it was in the uptrend. When it was in the uptrend, what happened? We pushed up, then we came back down a little bit. Enter right here, pushed up, and we came back down a little bit, then pushed. Like it's really that simple. You're just following the trend. Once the trend switches, then you know you gotta switch things up. Same with gold. Like if we're just in the uptrend, you just look for a liquidity sweep or a 4 hour for value gap, or a 1 hour for value gap, or just a breaker. Just enter off of that, and then just follow the trend. Like it's not it's not that difficult. But yeah, I'll probably end up trading tomorrow. Actually, maybe we won't trade tomorrow. Oof. We will see if we trade tomorrow. Usually when Fed Bow speaks, it usually chops around. I'll definitely be on the charts, and if there's like a decent setup, I might take it. Just low risk, maybe like half lots, and then Wednesday we should be good to trade. Nothing really too crazy, and then Thursday we'll trade as well. Friday we'll trade, and yeah, I mean that's basically it. I'm getting close to passing my funded. I'm up like 4%, I think, or 5. I'm not even gonna check it. Like 4% pretty much. So we only got 4% left. And yeah, peace.